Jalen Thomas. Jacob White, though, leads the team in tackles. He is top 10 in all the FBS in tackles per game.
Yeah, he's going to have to be that quarterback. He's going to have to be.
Beyond Lassane. And he is taken to the ground at the 25 by Jacob White, middle linebacker for Ball State. Had 17 tackles, a career high last week.
Yeah, White is for real. I mean, this guy flies around. He's going to find the football.
The ball a little bit.
Second down, bringing pressure off the edge, and they get to Armstrong with Jacob White yet again. So nice job for the man who's the leader of this team. He calls the defense. He sets the tone, sets the guys to the right spot.
He's the young block guy off the backside, just chasing, closing it down. You usually think the play will hit front side, but it took a little bit of time. Sure enough, you run it down from the backside.
I know he was briefly UCLA coach, but go Wolfpacks.
Dormady checking down. Dangerous ball picked off. Intercepted by Jacob White. The
Man, what kind of a catch is this? It's a ball that should have never been thrown. It's almost like Dormady didn't see White sitting right there as he dives in. He was there bigger than life, but that's one heck of a catch by an inside linebacker and maintaining the ball too.
Quarter. It's a handoff. And a good open field tackle by Jacob White from his inside linebacker position.
And Jacob White is one of the best linebackers I've seen all season. He has great lateral quickness, and he knows how to read a play and react, and he knows how to get up the field and get to the seam and make that play. He's a film junkie. He's one of those old school square chin type of guys. When offensive linemen get to the second level to block him, he does a good job of getting himself skinny and not allowing himself to be blocked.
White, a fifth-year senior.
You see him right there decipher the play and get up the field. He doesn't think about it. He sees it and he goes.
Another timeout for Eastern Michigan, their second. White was a third-team All-MAC selection last year, and a 3-year starter.
When the coaches talk about him, they talk about him being a film junkie and continuing to study the ball.
We'll step aside. Close game here in Ypsilanti. Early second.
A little bit of Northern Illinois history, so he's been around some good ones. Nowhere to go. There is Jacob White blitzing through.
And get up that alley. I played with a guy like that. Derek Brooks wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but he knew how to use his body and play with angles and not allow himself to.
Short here. Jalen Walker in motion. Give up the gut and stacked up. Jacob White, Jordan Williams.
Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. He got stonewalled right there. Wouldn't be surprised if they went for it here. But really nice. Jacob White coming from that middle linebacker position, fights right through the attempted block and gets right into the running back's kitchen.
Yeah,
nice job by White.
The timing was on.
By Koback.
Koback again, and this time he got bottled up. We just mentioned that that number 2. Watch White get in the gap.
Shoots down here. Both these guys shoot down, but that's White, number 2. He is just the quarterback in that middle of that defense. Michael, he had 18 tackles at Carter Finley Stadium down at NC State this year. 18 tackles.
Defensive coordinator David Elson said, well, what do you like
of not only a defender, but also one of his own players.
Jacob White was trying to scrape from up top to knock that ball loose. So 22.
Bradley now, look at it, 2nd and 11. To stay on the ground, and look at Ball State respond. How about that hit from Jacob White? White, who's playing a lot of MAC linebacker, 3rd-team MAC performer last year, came up to make that hit.
Well, again, watch him just knife down in there. Terrific job by Jacob White, flowing to the football and getting there in a hurry and knifing down one of the more talented runners.
They're right up there. Xander Schauffele trying to make a late push for Captain Jim Furyk's team. You'll see it wrap up tomorrow here on NBC.
He'll run some option. And brought down Meininger, who's had games of 17 and 18 tackles. He's the spirited leader of this team. We'll talk a little bit later about his revenge tour, about all the teams that Ball State's trying to pay back this season, John.
Yeah, look at him find his
bunched together with Jaquez Sloan. And that zone read that head coach by quarterback Shanley is read so well by Jacob White, the linebacker.
Yeah, Jacob White, we see him week in and week out, just a solid middle linebacker, and he was well schooled on the zone read, and that time made the correct decision, as you mentioned.
A lot tonight, but he is a guy that comes to play week in, week out. He's a graduate student, gets that 35-inch vertical going, knocks the ball down, swats it down, and Jacob White, I said, hey, you were a running back in high school, weren't you? I could tell by the way you pursued the ball. He goes, I was actually a quarterback, a running back, a linebacker, what's that, strong safety. I'm like, oh, he's